It's time, folks. The World Series here in 2032. It is the Los Angeles Angels taking on the Cincinnati Reds. We fortunately, just barely, didn't have to face the Chicago White Sox. I am not kidding when I say I do not like this team in OTP. This is not a joke when I'm like, oh man, I do not want to face this team. I am not joking. I am dead serious. I am cursed. I cannot play this team, and unfortunately for us, the Reds saved us from that in a 7-game series. We take out the A's in 5. They have to go 7, so they're not quite as rested as we are. We've had a bunch of off days, and because of that, our pitching staff is totally ready to go. We're just ready to go once again through this 1 through 4. So it's going to be Lampkin, Perez, Smith, Shawver starting the series once again. Collar is the fourth guy because he is our fourth starter, while Healy is more of our one lefty in the bullpen stopper guy now. Because we made that decision last series and it paid off for us. I feel like so we're going to keep rocking with that. And then for the lineups wise, we are once again rocking and rolling with what we ended the A's series with. I felt like that this switch hitter trio at the bottom of our order really had a spark. They were getting on base a lot. It felt like they had some juice to their game here. You can see Clancy 12 ABs has a 223 WRC plus. Caba and 15 ABs was getting on base. He was driving in runs. LaFontaine not quite as much, but I still would like LaFontaine in the game. Maybe we take LaFontaine out and maybe get Neto back in there, but I don't think so. We're gonna keep rocking with LaFontaine for now. See how it goes with him, and then maybe we make a change at some point during the series. But for now, we're rocking with what we ended the A's series with this lineup. O'Hoppe leading things off, and now let's take a look at what this A's team looks like, or not A's, Reds. I still got the A's in the brain. What this Reds team looks like. Another 88-win team that won the division here, just barely eking out the White Sox. That's the theme of their season. Barely eking out the White Sox in the regular season and in the championship series. So we're taking on the Reds here, the winners of the Great Lakes division. Their team overall, really good bats. They strike out a ton, so that is hopefully something we can capitalize on here. The most strikeouts in the National League, but they have the third most runs scored, the best WAR, the best slugging percentage, the second best OPS, the best WAR I said, most extra base hits, most home runs, most walks. They steal a bunch as well. Really dynamic offense here with the Reds, but their pitching is severely lacking. They play some really good defense zone rating wise, but their pitching is pretty middle of the road here. I would say bad in some parts, like the strikeouts and the base on balls are quite bad. Their starters ERA is not great. Definitely not a staff. This is an offensive team. This is a lot like the Red Sox team we faced, I feel like, in the wild card round. So just taking a look at these arms that they have, sort by innings pitched here for the postseason. So I guess they've been mixing up their starters a bit because like they've got Matt Manning who's made 3 starts for them. Nelson Kelho has made 4 starts, and then also a relief appearance. Logan Gilbert has made 2 starts, but now he's in the bullpen. They got this Dollinger guy who is a Jamaican closer they have. Emiliano Tadeo. It's not Tadeo, it's Teodo? Emiliano Teodo. I'm aware of this guy because I actually thought about signing him one off season because he was coming off what season was it? He was coming off this season in 2029. I'm pretty sure it was. Where I think that's what it was. Where it was a very short sample size, but he had some pretty good K minus walk, and then his AAA numbers that year were like really really good too. So I was like, I was interested in him because he's got the extreme ground ball, but I did not bring him in. But he's on this team. They got this Bo Peterson guy who's made 2 starts. Framber Valdez, 38 years old, has made 2 starts for them here this postseason. They got a veteran Griffin Jacks, who's not very good. They don't really have like a guy in this staff. It's just a bunch of guys who they've been like mixing in and out, it seems. And we're going to be facing Framber Valdez game 1, it seems. Because like I said, this staff is tired. They did not have the off days that we had because we had all those luxury off days of quickly taking care of the A's. But the real interesting part of their team is their bats. So Elly De La Cruz has been just a monster in this sim. He just posts. He puts up MVP level seasons every year. His lowest WAR in this sim was a 6.2. The lowest WAR was 6.2. Constantly like a 135 plus WRC plus guy. Constantly hitting a ton of doubles, ton of home runs, driving in runs, scoring runs. He walks. He strikes out less than 30% of the time. He has great OPSs. He steals a ton. He's a superstar, folks. Noelvi Marte, he's also a superstar with this team. He also just a legit player. They've got a scary team. Jimmy Waters, 23-year-old, first-round pick of theirs, out of White. Interesting. First-round pick, 22nd overall, like I said. Big power eye guy here. 27 home runs in the regular season, 32 doubles. Peter Armstrong's their center fielder. I think we saw, because he's not actually playing well for them and defensively, because he's not really that guy anymore, but he's still, he's their center fielder. They've got this guy who I'm very much aware of, Arkansas shortstop in real life, transfer from Sac State. It's like Wahewi Aloy or something like that. Something along those lines. He's their second baseman, coming up back-to-back real solid seasons, mainly with the glove, it looks like, this year. Yeah, 10 ZR at second base. But overall, very, very solid team. They got a good catcher here with 70 framing. Nate Sintorn, big power eye guy, big 3 true outcomes guy. This guy's Adam Dunn. I mean, this guy's literally Adam Dunn from Naperville, Illinois, Morehead State. Shout out to, isn't that where, I'm not going to, I think that's where Kenneth Fareed came out of, is it not? The Manimal, if I'm not mistaken. But they got this guy coming off the bench, it looks like. So yeah, very, very solid team they've got going here in Cincinnati. But let's just jump into it, see how things go. And just taking a quick look at here, the comparison by positions. They do have the edge on us if you count the just the hitters. They have 5 hitters here, but compared to our 4 hitters that we have the edge on. But we also have the pitcher, so that evens it up to 5 for us in this particular game matchup. So yeah, very, very solid bats here. Let's see if our pitching can counteract their bats as we get into Game 1 of the 2032 World Series. All right, top 1. Let's get a little wrist action going. Scoreless frame for Justin Lampkin. Now it's Framber Valdez taking on us. And that a Logan O'Hoppe leadoff home run? It was indeed. Logan O'Hoppe just can't quit hitting leadoff home runs. He has been on fire since he's taken over this leadoff spot, as Soto was having kind of a disappointing postseason, but Logan O'Hoppe here has been delivering. Another wrist action, and Sean O'Well finds himself on second with a double, brings up Juan Padilla here. 3-1 count to him. That's going to be lofted at the center field, lands in for a single, and Sean O'Well should be able to score from third base. He is indeed. And that's a 2 spot here in the first inning for the Angels. By the way, if my voice sounds all fucked up, it is because it is summer and I have really bad allergies, so I am just constantly fighting against that. So if I sound like I have allergies, it is because that is what is happening. But anyways, Juan Padilla on first base. Anything else going? Boom. What was that? Lesnar with like a single or a walk or something? So first and second, nobody out still. Chris Aquino, 2-2 count. Whiffs on it, strikes out. So 1 down. Brings up Van Wingarden. Here comes the pitch. He lofts that into left center field. It will be caught by Pete Armstrong, who now it's also just hitting me that we played against PCA in the first World Series that we were in when he was with the Cubs, when he was still had like the 80 grade range, and he does not have that anymore. But new team, same name in center field. So that's 2 down. First and second, Elliot LaFontaine, first pitch swinging. That's also taken at the center field, deeper, but not deep enough, as it's going to be caught by PCA for out number 3. But the Angels do tack on 2 runs as we move things on to the top half of the second inning. Let's hit him with a Risp. Okay, so they tack on one with a home run. Who was it? Nate Sintorn. All right, solo shot, 466. My goodness, took him deep. So Risp again, perhaps. All right, gets out of it. Besides that one run, another Risp. Nothing going for us. Another Risp. Scoreless frame for Lampkin. And we have Shawnwell on second base for Juan Padilla here in the batter's box. 1-1 count. Ground ball, weak right side. Padilla does not have speed, though, so that's going to be an easy out. But it does move up Shawnwell to third base. He's 90 feet away from scoring with only one out. Some really good defense on this left side here with Elly and Noelvi Marte. But Mr. Chris Lesnar, Spawn, up here at the dish. First pitch swinging, lefty on lefty. That's going to bloop in for a hit. Chris Lesnar adds to his RBI total here in the postseason, and he drives in the third run of the game here for the Angels. Risp. All right, nothing else going in the inning, but it's top four here. And Lampkin works a scoreless frame. Bottom four. All right, first and second, one out for Logan O'Hoppe. 1-0 count to him. New pitcher on the bump as well as O'Hoppe goes down the line. That's going to get into the corner. It's going to score one. And then Kaba, I believe that is his whole... No, Kaba's going? They both scored. Let's go. That's a 2 RBI double, and then he moves up to third on the throw. O'Hoppe busting this one open. It's a 4-run lead now for the Angels, and it brings up Nolan Shawnwell. 1-2 count to him. That's skied in the infield. That'll be out number 2 easily. Oh, it's Teodo in the game. Emiliano Teodo, as Eloy puts that one away. And now it is Juan Padilla. 2-2 count. Rips that one. Right center field, but PCA still has the range to get to that as he puts it away for out number 3. But the Angels do tack on 2 more. It's now a 5-1 lead for them as Nate Sintorn leads things off. And Lampkin puts together another scoreless frame. Chris Lesnar leading things off. Nothing going for us. It's top 6. Not a scoreless frame. It's first and second. Nobody out here for the Reds, and it's Noelvi Marte at the dish. 1-0 count to him. That's down the right field line into the corner. That is trouble. Marte is going to clear the bases with that if you have to guess. And I believe, yes, no, it doesn't. They actually hold the man at third base. It only gets in 1. So it's a 5-2 game here with nobody out and runners on second and a third. I think we're gonna let Lampkin work through this. Maybe not. 1-0 count to PCA. Deep center field. Is that caught? No, it's not. One of those dumbass animations. Yeah, we got to take Lampkin out of the game here. This is not going well. That's a 3 spot. We still have a lead, but there's nobody out still. Lampkin's coming out. And I think we're either going to go Healy or Petty. We're going to go Healy. Healy has entered the game. Runner on second. Nobody out. Jimmy Waters at the dish. 2-2 count to him. Gets him on strike 3. That's 1 down. Next batter up, Elly De La Cruz. 1-2 count. Rips it over the head of Aquino at third base, and that's going to get down into the corner. Elly delivers with an RBI double, and it's now a tie game here in the 6th inning as PCA scores from second. A disaster 6th inning. Maybe we held on to Lampkin a bit too long there, but I was trusting him, and it did not pay off. And it's a tie game. So let's just see what Healy can do here. 3-0 count to Sintorn. Check swing. That's a walk. First and second now for 1 out. And it is Eloy. 3-0 count to him. Another walk. This is not good. We might just have to take out Healy. He's walked 2 straight batters. He's given up a double. That's 3 batters right there. But we've got 2 lefties coming up. So it's like, fuck it, face the lefty, see what you can do. Oh my god, first pitch swinging. Fly ball left field. Is that going to be deep enough to tag? You'd have to imagine, yeah, especially with Elly de la Cruz, 100%, yeah. Sack fly scores Elly, makes it 6-5. And the Reds take their first lead of the game. Not great. Can Healy get out of this? Full count? Strikes him out. All right. Rough sixth inning. Rough. Real rough. Bottom six. Let's get a risp. All right. Fletcher Clancy's on second with, I'm assuming, what was a double. Now it's Starlin Caba as Juan Rosales enters the game for them. What's this guy's deal? A young guy, or he's 26. They got him from waivers off Tampa late in the season. And he did not have a great year for them. He was good with Tampa. But he is, he's fine-ish, I guess. Facing Starlin Caba with a runner on second. 0-2 count. Here it comes. Oh, wait. This guy's got a knuckleball! Oh my god! There was a knuckleballer on waivers? You gotta be kidding me. This guy's a knuckleballer. They're bringing a knuckleballer in against us. Alright. Oh, Hoppy, full count. And he delivers. That lands in. But Clancy wasn't sure if that was going to land, so he has to only move up 90 feet. So it's runners on the corners here with one out for Nolan Schoenwell. First pitch swinging. Ground ball, double play. That's got it. Okay, they don't get the... They went home with it, and they don't get the double play. But they do eliminate Clancy at the plate, so now it's first and second, 2 outs. We live to fight another AB, Juan Padilla. And he strikes out with a knuckleball. Ridiculous. Top 7, Healy's coming out of the game. We're going to go... It's still a one-run game, so it's not... we blew the lead, but we're still in it. It's bottom of the order right now. It's a lefty, honestly. So we're going to leave Healy in to face the bottom of the order lefty here. And then once it gets to the top of the order, we'll either go Petty or Vasile or Rose. Probably Petty, but we'll see how this goes. 0-1 count to the 9-hitter lefty. Pops it up center field. Clancy comes in, makes the play. Easy. Now, top of the order. And I think we're going to go Chase Petty. He has entered the game against the team that traded... Chase Petty was a part of the... I'm trying to remember. He was a part of the Sonny Gray trade? Was that what I'm thinking of? He was a part of some trade that the Reds made the offseason before I did that short-lived Red series. But anyways, Risp, scoreless frame. Fantastic. Bottom 7, nothing going for us. Risp, okay. Bit of danger. Bit of danger here. Elly's on third base with his 80 grade speed. In real life, you'd be like, he's probably taking a lead out to like here. He's doing some Jaron Duran type shit. But yeah, Chase Petty here in a bit of a pickle. Let's see what they do. Infield in, gets him, strikes him out. That's 2 down. Brings up the Hawaiian. 2-2 count to him. It's a strikeout, gets away, but he might get down. He does not! Oh, Hoppy in his old age gets to in, rips the throw off to first base. My goodness. Strands Elly at third base, and it's still a 6-5 game. So now we're going to go batter by batter here. They bring in their Jamaican closer, Corey Dollinger, the Terminator. What an incredible name for a closer. That's something that like Rick Vaughn would name his pitches in Major League 2. What he called like his curveball like the Eliminator or some shit like that. Like it was Dale Earnhardt. All right, Fletcher Clancy leading things off. Let's see what he's got for us. 1-1 counts. Here comes the pitch. Ground ball left side, that'll be 1 down. Easy play for Mr. Noelvi Marte. And now it brings up Starlin Caba. Ooh, we're going to let hit. He's doing his thing. 1-0 count to him. Ground ball. That gets through! Up the middle! Let's go! Starlin Caba, base knock. So he's on first base, brings up Logan O'Hoppe. 2-2 count. Whiffs through it. Not great. 2 down. Nolan Shawnwell. 2-1 count. Off the inside of the bat. Gets a little jam shot at the third base. Easy out for the Reds. Elly makes that throw all day long. We move things on. Top 9. Yeah, so we've already used our lefty. It's the bottom of the order. I'm tempted to let Petty face these guys, batter by batter, and see if we can just get to the 9th with a 1-run deficit. So 1-1 count to Dolphin rushing. Yeah, weak fly ball there. First base side, LaFontaine makes the play. That had some weird spin on it with the animation. Mike Snyder comes up, full count to him. Ground ball right side, LaFontaine makes the play. That's 2 down. Now it's Pete Travis, the 9-hitter, full count to him. Spits on ball 4. Now we got to make a change. We're going to bring in Eric Rose, I'm thinking, to face the top of the order here. Hopefully it's just one batter. Noelvi Marte versus Eric Rose here with 2 outs, the 0-1. That is ripped into the corner. Gets down. Lesnar gets it in, but they are... Wait, they only got... No, they scored. Great. RBI double for Marte, and it's a 2-run lead. Fantastic. Fantastic. We're up against it here in the bottom of the 9th, as that'll end the inning, or end the top of the 9th, I should say. Rose gets the fly out, but he does give up the double, which does count towards Petty's ERA and not his. But, yeah, so Juan Padilla leading things off here against Corey Dollinger, who is not a 2-inning guy. He's got 25 stamina, so maybe we can, like, kind of get to him here. So, yeah, Padilla, 2-2 count. Fly ball center field. PCA puts that away easily for out number 1. All right. Now it's Chris Lesnar, the hero. 1-1 count. Slices it third base side. That's 2 down. Nothing going. Now it's Aquino. 0-2 count. This is a strikeout. Yeah, he's done. All right, so we dropped Game 1 of the World Series to the Reds here in Anaheim, but we did the same thing in Oakland in the ALCS, so this is not new territory for us. Let's just move on, take on Game 2. All right, folks, it's Game 2 here in Anaheim. We've got Yuri Perez on the bump, taking on the Reds. They were starting Bo Peterson here. He's like a fine-ish, I guess, 25-year-old second-year player who's mainly been a bullpen arm for them. Yeah. Where was he taken out of? He was a high school pick of theirs in 2026 in the 4th round. So, yeah. Oh, by the Braves, actually, and then he came over in a Nick Lodolo trade. Interesting. He was just straight up for Nick Lodolo. That's, you got to think the Reds are kind of disappointed in that, but whatever. He's going here. He's on fire. Yuri Perez here going Game 1. Let's do it. Risp in the top of the 1st at the scoreless frame. Scoreless frame for Bo Peterson. All right, Elly De La Cruz with a double. Oh, no, he probably got a single and then stole second because it's a 2-1 count. Now a full count here to Nate Cintrone. Ground ball, right side. Padilla makes the play, but De La Cruz is on third base. And it's 1 down. It is Wahiwa Aloy, whatever his name is. First pitch swinging. Ground ball that will score a run, and then Caba is just going to eat that as he loses the handle in it in the outfield grass. Not great. 1-0 Reds. Perez does get out of it from there. Bottom 2. Lesnar does nothing, so we're at our top 3. Noelvi Marte's on third base with one out. It's Dalton rushing. Gets him to go down swinging. Now it is Jimmy Waters. Ground ball, and that should end the inning. It does indeed. Let's go. So it's still a 1-0 game. We move things on to the bottom of the third. Can the bats do anything? Boom. Fletcher Clancy's on second base here with one out for Starlin Caba. Works a 3-1 count. He spits on ball 4, so he'll take his base. It's first and second. One out for Logan O'Hoppe, top of the order here. 0-2 count. Not a great count to be in. Just a bad AB. Goes down swinging on an 0-2 count. Now it's Nolan Shawnwell. 2-0 count. Good count to be. And he grounds out to the second baseman, Aloy, and that is the end of the inning. So nothing going for the Angels there. Still a 1-0 game. We move things on top 4. And Elly de la Cruz leading things off. Scoreless frame for Perez. Scoreless frame for Peterson. Scoreless frame for Perez. Let's go. So bottom 5 here. Scoreless frame. Peterson. Still on the bump here. Let's go batter by batter at this point because he's in the yellow. 1-2 count to Noelvi Marte here. It's top of the order. And that's crushed. That's gone. Yeah, that's out of here. A solo shot off the bat of Noelvi Marte here makes it a 2-0 lead for the Reds. And I'm tempted to see if we can still get some more out of Perez, but at the same time, it's like, you just gave up a home run. We held on to Lampkin too much last game. I think we gotta bring in somebody else. We gotta bring in Lavonis, perhaps? Vasile? Let's go Vasile. Let's bring in Vasile. He has entered the game, and let's go Risp. He gives up a home run. Who hit it? It was Dalton Rushing. I could have just looked at the order and saw that was the next guy. Dalton Rushing. So Marte and Rushing just go back-to-back off of 2 different pitchers. And now it's 2 outs, first and second, for Pete Kerr-Armstrong against Vasile. Full count. Ground ball left side. Aquino makes the play. But the Reds tack on 2 more in that inning and make it a 3-0 here. A 3-0 lead as the Angels' bats have gone completely silent here in this game. Bottom 6, nothing going. Top 7, we're bringing in a new arm. It is going to be Eric Rose. He is in the game. Risp. And it's a runner on second here with 1 out for Noelvi Marte. Ground ball. Aquino makes the play. 2 down. Now it's Dalton Rushing. Full count to him. Strike 3. So Rose does strand the runner at second. Keeps it a 3-0 game. We move things on bottom 7. They've brought in Griffin Jacks. All right. Lesnar's on second here, but it is 2 outs. I'm assuming some sort of, what happened to get him over to second base. He drew a walk. Aquino flew out. Wyngarden struck out swinging, and Chris Lesnar stole second base in this AB. So LaFontaine, 1-2, he's just going to strike out. Yeah. Yeah, we might have to move on from LaFontaine next game. It's not working with him. I do like the Clancy Caba thing, but LaFontaine's we gotta do something different there. We might put Neto back in at second and move Padilla to third and have Aquino go to first. But yeah. That might be what we do. But here, top 8, Eric Rose. Where is he in the order? He's in the middle of the order here. Let's go Lavonis. Or no, let's see if Rose can get through this. We're going to go batter by batter for now, I think. So Jimmy Waters, 1-2 count. Ground ball, Aquino. Easy play for him. That's 1 down. Next batter up, Elly de la Cruz. 2-0 count. Not great. But that's a ground ball right side. All right. Now it's Sintorn. 3-1 count. Spits on ball 4. We got to bring in a new guy. We just have to. I think we're going to go Lavonis. Yeah. Levonis is going to come in. First pitch swinging is Eloy. Weak ground ball. Right to the catcher, O'Hoppe. Makes the play. Scoreless frame. We move things on. Bottom 8. We need some goddamn action. So let's go batter by batter here. Fletcher Clancy. First pitch swinging. That is going to land in. That's going to land in. Let's go! Fletcher Clancy gets us what he needs. I thought he was going to think about second there, but he did not. He holds up at first base smartly. We need base runners. So he's on first. That's now Starlin Cabo, who we're going to leave in here. He's been hitting well. He's got that walk ability. Let's do it. And he's going to, strike out, isn't he? Oh, my God. A 1-2 count, and he just takes that into right field. Little two-out hitting, or two-strike hitting. Lands in front of right field. That's back-to-back singles for the Reds, or for the Angels. And now it's Logan O'Hoppe here with nobody out and 2 on. 1-0 count to him. Fly ball center field, but it's weak. It's going to be easily caught by PCA. That's 1 down. Runners hold up where they are. So 1 down now. Brings up Sean Noel. 3-1 count. And he skies it in the infield. Oh my God. Brutal. That's 2 down. They bring in Luis Frias as he faces Juan Padilla, our 3-hitter who has struggled a bit this postseason. He has no home runs. Now would be a hell of a time for that. 0-2 count, just brutal. He's striking out. Yeah. Just brutal. The bats go down limp in that 8th inning, and now it's top 9. Levonis, let's get a RISP. He gets through it scoreless. Can Lesnar, Aquino, Wingarden get some shit going? Lesnar first pitch swinging. Oh my God, did he just kill the pitcher? You're telling me De La Cruz made that play? That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. So I guess that didn't hit off Frias. It must have hit off the mound and ricocheted over there. That's ridiculous. Getting BABIP'd out here. All right. So 1 down. Chris Aquino. 0-1 count. Fly ball center field. That's an easy out. 2 down. Now we got Wingarden. What you got for us? First pitch swinging. And that keeps the inning alive. All right, some 2-out hitting. LaFontaine, we're going to pinch hit. I just don't trust him here. Honestly, even though Neto's been shit, I think I'm preferring him in this spot. Neto's coming in to pinch hit, folks. Works a full count. Hard hit, but right at PCA in center field, and that'll end the game. And the Angels drop both games at home here in Anaheim, and the Reds take a 2-0 series lead here on the road to send it back to Cincinnati, where we have 3 games at Great American Ballpark. All right, so we are here ready for Game 3. We are down 2-0 in the series, as we know, and we have made that change to the lineup. We've thrown Neto back in at second base. Caba's our shortstop. Padilla's at third. Aquino's at first. LaFontaine drops down to the bench. And, we got A.J. Smith-Shawver going for this game. They have Mr. Nelson Keljo, or Kelio, whatever this guy's name is. Here at Great American Ballpark, it is Game 3. Top 1. Little wrist action. Sean Wells on second base for Juan Padilla. First pitch swinging. Sends it out to center field, but it's going to be caught by PCA for out number 2. Sean Well obviously stays at second base, brings up Chris Lesnar. Full count, lefty on lefty action. Takes that to deep center field, PCA ranging back at the wall. It's off the wall! Chris Lesnar delivers once again. That is a bases-clearing triple, even though it's one guy on base. But it is an RBI triple for Chris Lesnar. Makes it a 1-0 lead. Here for the Angels. They strike first. Let's go. on the road. Chris Aquino, 2-2 count. Looks like he swung at that an hour after it was in the mitt. So he strikes out with runner on third base. Brings up the Reds' bats. Noelvi Marte on second base with what looks like a leadoff double. Dalton Rushing is now in the batter's box. He's going to poke that one into left field. Marte is going to score from second base. Indeed. Just like that, it is a tie game already. And Smith-Shawver cannot get out of it from there. Still, no outs have been recorded. That was just so surprising to me that I had to double check because I was like, oh, he's barely had any stamina go down, and he's given up 3 hits already. And it's a 1-1 game. They got second and third here with nobody out, and it's Elly de la Cruz. And he spits on ball 4. And now it's bases juice with nobody out. Please don't walk this guy in. Strikes him out. Let's go. Let's go. Now you're a double play out of it. You're a double play from getting out of this. 2-2 count. Strikes out Eloy. PCA. Full count. Oh my, you were so close. So close. And he walks PCA, and the Reds take a 2-1 lead. Now it's Mike Snyder. 1-2 count. I swear, if he strikes him out. Ground ball, and it gets... No, I shouldn't have even said anything. Of course. I just thought it was going to be a ground ball that just got out of it, and I was like, oh man, you couldn't just struck on the side. No, instead it's going to be a bases fucking clearing double. And we are just backs against the wall immediately. Bottom 1. Just incredible. Strikes him out. We move things on. Top 2. All right. Not great. Little risp. Nothing going for our bats. Can we get out of it? He can. He strikes out De La Cruz. And we're top 3. Okay. We're threatening. First and second. Nobody out. Juan Padilla. Do something. 2-1 count. Hard ground ball into a double play. 4-6-3. Runner on third. 2 outs. Just suck the life out of our fucking dugout, why don't you? My God. Chris Lesnar. What you got for us? A base... No, never mind. Marte, diving catch. Just sick. Awesome. Little risp. Why would I expect him to have a clean inning? 3-1 count. And Aquino makes the play. So it is a scoreless frame. Top 4. Do something? Who just hit that? Jeff Van Wingarden solo home run. Let's go. Nothing else going, but it's a 3-run game. Risp, scoreless frame. Top 5. All right. Sean Noel's on second, but with 2 outs for Padilla. They've brought in a new pitcher. It's Pete Fairbanks. 38-year-old, almost 39-year-old Pete Fairbanks has entered the game here for Cincinnati. He's been with them since 2026. Wow. He has been there forever at this point. That's crazy. Yeah, so the Reds legend entering the game here with a runner on second and 2 outs. 0-2, he's just going to strike out. Padilla's been awful. He was the only guy who showed up for last postseason, and he's been awful for this postseason. Come on. Bottom 5, we got to get a new guy in there. I think we're going to go... What am I doing? Petty's on 80, 96. I think we're going Lavonis. Or what's Healy on? 91. We're going to go Lavonis. Try to get a couple innings out of Lavonis. No, I don't want to click on his name. I want to bring Lavonis into the game here. Boom. Can we get a RISP? Clean inning. Top 6. Did Lesnar just homered again? That's a solo shot. We would have liked runners, but he just homered again. That's his 10th home run of the postseason. 21 ribbies. I have no words. Nothing else going, of course. Lavonis? Okay. Gives up, a leadoff double to PCA. Can we get out of this? Line drive at Lesnar. That's 1 down. Now it's Pete Travis. 2-2 count. That's crushed to center field. Off the wall. That'll score a runner. And just like that, Lesnar's home run is erased as they just have the same lead they had from before. Back to a 3-run lead, and we've got to take out Lavonis. He's not it right now. We are going to bring in... we're going to bring in Petty. Petty's going to come in to face the top of the order here. 1-0 count to Noelvi Marte. Ground ball, slow roller, Kaba. Was that the throw or the first baseman? Who made the error? The throw is off the mark. Awesome. Kaba makes an error. It's 1st and 3rd with 1 out for Dalton rushing. And he just bloops that in. That's another run for the Reds. Fuck us, man. I mean, what are we doing? The wheels are falling off here. And Jimmy Waters is up now. He goes down swinging. 0-2 count. Okay. Fantastic. We get out of it, but they tack on 2 more. It's a 7-3 game. Our bats have been completely fucking silent. RISP. Okay. We're threatening a bit here. 1st and 2nd. 1 out. Nolan Shawnwell. Emiliano Teodo is on the mound. 0-1 count. He rips that one. That's going to land in. That should score at least 1. Unless they hold him. No, that's going to score 1. Let's go. Kaba scores. It's now a 7-4 game. So we get back a little bit there. Can we keep it rolling? Padilla has been so bad, I'm tempted to pinch hit. That's how bad he's been. But who would we pinch hit? Would we bring in Gutierrez, who only hits lefties well? I mean, I feel like you just have to rock with Padilla. You just have to. Double steal? Oh my god, we've successfully... Oh no, it wasn't double steal. It was just third. Logan O'Hoppe with brass balls stealing third base in this situation with 1 out. And he gets in there. He's 90 feet away from scoring. 1-0 count, now 2-2 to Padilla. Oh my god. You gotta believe in Padilla! He drives in a run. It's a 7-5 game. 2-run ball game here. And we're still threatening. 1st and 2nd. Shawnwell's on 2nd. I'm tempted to honestly pinch run. I don't really have... Yeah, no. I wouldn't want to pinch run because the only guy who has any speed off the bench is Gutierrez. And if I brought him in, I would want him to play defense. And I'm not sacrificing the DH by pinch running Shawnwell. So, yeah. We're gonna keep that the way it is. And it's Chris Lesnar, baby. What you got for us? Full count. I thought we were in for a miracle right there. He strikes out, and now we got Aquino at the dish. Breakout. Full count. He spits on ball 4. I'll take that. Bases are juiced, and they bring in Logan Gilbert. Gilbert, who? Wow, he's actually played himself. I know for a fact he was an extreme fly ball guy for a lot of these years, because I would always see him available in free agency and whatnot. Be like, ooh, Logan Gilbert, just based on name alone. And he's never really been great in this sim, aside from like this 1 year with St. Louis that he had. But these other years, they've never really been that great. And I would just look at his profile, and he's actually moved this home run up a bit. And this used to be extreme fly ball. So I was going to say, man, they're bringing this guy in this situation, but Logan Gilbert... Bases juiced. Jeff Van Wingarden, who has already homered this game. He's got 5 this postseason. Most of them are solo shots. I don't think we should be pinch hitting for him here. We're going to roll with him. 2-0 count to Van Wingarden. Ground ball. No. So we tack on 2 in the inning, but we strand the bases loaded as Logan Gilbert gets out of it. It's on to the bottom of the 7th here. Chase Petty cannot work a clean inning, and they get 2 on with nobody out. Pete Kerr Armstrong, first pitch swinging. Ground ball. Is that 3-6-3? Not quite 3-6-3, but we get a man at second. So it's 1 down with runners on the corners for Mike Snyder. Let's get a ground ball here, Petty. Ground ball, 4-6-3. 4-6-3? 4-6-3. Let's go! Let's go. Just like that, we got some juice back in us. We got some juice. Top 8. They bring in their Jamaican closer. We got Fletcher Clancy hitting. We're liking what he's doing for us, so he's going to keep hitting. Fletcher Clancy, see what you got. 1-1 count. Can you do it for us? Can you do it for us? Not really. Slow roller in front of the catcher. He's got speed, but not type that speed to beat that out. 1 down. Now it's Zach Netta. We're pinch hitting. Unless I don't think he's 0 for 2 today. I think he walked. Maybe this is I think I'm pretty sure he walked at some point. But yeah, we cannot roll with him here. We just can't. It's a lefty. We got to bring in Gutierrez. Gutierrez is entering the game. Do something. 1-0 count. There we go. The lefty feaster himself. Let's go. Base knock, keeps it. Gives us a base runner, and the tying run is at the dish in Starlin Caba, who is not a home run threat, but he's been hitting well. And he's good, and he's much better against lefties, as we know. Get on base. That's all we want. Literally the only thing you couldn't do is that, and you do exactly that. You grounded to an inning-ending double fucking play. All right, so we've taken Gutierrez out of the game, and we've put Caba at second and Alvaro Dowd at shortstop to come in as a defensive sub here. And then we are also going to be taking Chase Petty out of the game here in the 8th. And I think we are going to be going with Vasile, maybe Healy. I think we're going to go Vasile. No. What do I want to do here? I think we're going to roll with Healy. I could go Kaneda, too. I think we're going to go Kaneda. We're going to go Kaneda because it's, it's the bottom of the order here, but we do have these righties at the top that we're kind of scared of. So yeah, Kaneda is going to come in the game here for Petty. And maybe he can work us just a 1-2-3. He cannot. So it looks like Noelvi Marte stole second base. And is that Bo Peterson hitting? Did we just give up an RBI double to their fucking pitcher? What? This guy is a two-way player. That's insane. So he just pitched on the 29th and won that game 3-0 against us. And now he's hitting. I guess he just pinch hits for them occasionally. I can't believe that just happened. Kaneda giving up hits to a two-way pitcher. Let's go. Let's go. It's just... we might be cooked, folks. We might be cooked. 2-2 count here to Jimmy Waters. Just Ground ball, 2 down, whatever. Who cares? Elly de the Cruz, full count to him. It gets him to go down swinging. But we're down 3, heading into the top of the 9th. Can we get anything going? OOTP, deep fly ball, right field. But it is going to be caught. It is going to be caught by Sintorn. That's 1 down. Now it's Sean Noel. 0-2 count. That's a strikeout. Write it down. Yep, there it is. 2 down. Now it's Padilla. 2-1. I'm sure this is going to be like weak contact. Yep, there we go. 1, 2, 3 go the Angels. And we have fallen 3 games in a row to the Cincinnati Reds. And we now have our backs against the wall facing elimination here in the World Series. All right. Backs against the wall. We're making some moves here with the lineup. I think we're going to be rocking with Dowd here at shortstop. I feel like we just have to change something because Neto has done nothing for us all postseason, and we don't really have another guy that we could bring in to like actually do anything for us. So it's like, what are we? The only other thing I could possibly think is that we put Gutierrez in the lineup against, because it's either like we put Dad at shortstop is what I'm thinking we're going to do, and move Kaba to second base because he's been hitting well. Or we could leave Kaba at short, have Padilla play second, what would we do? We would have Kaba at short, and we could have like LaFontaine play first base and do that whole thing again. Or what we could do is just have Gutierrez come in as like a DH, or Gutierrez in like a corner somewhere, like, I don't know, maybe in right, or just get his bat. Even if it is against a righty, he's hit better for us this postseason than like everybody else available to us. Like even Brunson. Even Brunson really hasn't gone. He had 1 game against the Mets, and then aside from that, he really hasn't done much for us. So it's like, maybe we get Brunson in there? But, I mean, it's not like I'm desperate to get his bat in the lineup. Alright, so I think this is what we're going to do. We're going to have Van Wijngaarden move to DH, just because he is the lesser of the right fielder. Even though he's still good in right field, he's the lesser of the right fielder. We like his bat. He's going to be the DH. Gutierrez is going to play right field for us, just because he's been hitting for us. So we might as well get his bat in the lineup, see if we can spark something. And Sean Noel's going to move to first, Padilla's at second, Aquino's third, and Caba's still at short. And we are also going to be starting Andrew Healy on short rest, because he is that level of rested where he's 100% in the bullpen, but he's only 63% as a starter. And I just don't trust Amari Collar. He is cold right now. He has not been great, and I just don't think he is that level of guy anymore. Not that he ever was, but he could have been. But I just don't think he is that type guy anymore. And I would just rather have the season on the line with Andrew Healy on short rest. Now, you might be asking yourself, why not just have Justin Lampkin on short rest? And to that, I would say, maybe we will. Maybe we will just go. But then it's like, if we go that, then what are we going to do the next day? Are we going to go Collar the next day? Or is it... So it's like, I think we're going to go Healy and bank on that Healy can shut these guys down, get us another day, and then we'll start from the top of the order with Lampkin, Perez, and Smith-Shawver. So that is what we're going to rock with here in Game 4. And we're going to see how it frickin' goes, because we need a goddamn spark. So top 1 here, it is Matt Manning on the hill for the Reds. Wrist action. Nothing going with OOTP, but Sean Noel and Padilla both get on, and Chris Lesnar is at the dish. First pitch swinging. What you got for us? A weak ground ball first base side, and they get the runner at second, but Lesnar does get there on the fielder's choice. So it's runners on the corners here with 2 outs for Chris Aquino. 1-1 counts. Hard ground ball, but right at the first baseman. 3 down. Nothing going for us. Now it's Andrew Healy, bottom 1. And of course he doesn't get a clean inning. It's 1 down, Pete Armstrong on third, here for Jimmy Waters. 3-1 counts, walks him. Now it's Elly. And Jimmy Waters goes and swipes second base, so Hoppy mishandles the pitch, can't get the throw down to second. So now it's two down, or two in scoring position, both with 70 grade speed, with one out for Elly De La Cruz, who has been absolutely phenomenal this whole postseason. And the ball gets away from Hoppy, and that scores a run. It's 1-0. The other runner moves up to third. It's now a 3-0 count to Elly. And he spits on ball 4. I mean, this is just not going well. This is just not going well. That's a deep fly ball to center field, but it is going to be caught by Fletcher Clancy. But they are going to tag up another run to make it 2-0. It is just not going well here, folks. 2-2. De La Cruz going down to second. He's going to be in there. He's in scoring position. Now it's Eloy, full count. He spits on ball 4. A 3-walk, 1-hit first inning here for Andrew Healy. Can you get through the lefty at least? Cool. Okay. I think now we just pivot to it was an opener. All right. I think that's what we pivot to, and we just bring Collar in to get us as many innings as possible, because that did not go to plan. I was hoping we were going to get like 3-4 out of Healy. I think now we just pivot to being like, oh yeah, the plan all along was an opener. But even the opener would have failed if that was the situation. But yeah, I think that's what we do from here on out. So top 2. Van Wingarden's on second, but he got there after a bunch of outs. So now it's Starlin Caba up. Ground ball, nothing going. And it is scoreless frame for us. Bottom 2, we pivot. Amari Collar has entered the game. And of course, Pete Travis is on second with 1 out. Noelvi Marte, the other man who's been on fire for them. An absolute moonshot. Left field. Kiss it goodbye. Upper deck. 4-0 for the Reds. Yep. Gets out of it from there, but let's just go half. Nothing for us. Half, or a RISP, nothing. Can we get out of it from here? Fly ball center field. Okay, whatever. Who cares? Possibly a half inning. No runs. Why would there be? He's already in the yellow. Let's get a RISP anyway. He gets through it. Nothing for us. Bottom 5. We're taking him out. Let's get Mike Lilly in the game. Give us some innings. Cool. De La Cruz on second with 1 out. But he strikes out this guy, who was Centauran. Now it's Eloy. 1-0 count. Line drive left field. Lesnar makes the catch. All right. Top 6. Half inning. We tack on 2. Let's go. What happened? Shawnuel double. Padilla singled. That scored a run. They bring in Griffin Jacks. Lesnar grounded out. Aquino singled. And that scored a run as well. So Aquino and Padilla both drove in runs. It's now a 2-run ball game. Mike Lilly, can you get a clean inning? You can indeed. So it's top 7, half inning, scoreless frame. Let's bring in William Schmidt. Why not? William Schmidt enters the game, and he will go clean frame. Let's just go... I guess we'll go batter by batter here. It's the last 2 innings. We got to get some juice going. 0-2 count. I mean, at this point, man, we might as well just half inning it. It's nothing's going to happen. We just suck. The bats just did not show up for this World Series. Yeah, scoreless frame. William Schmidt, can you get a scoreless frame? Not quite, but can you get out of it from here? Can you get out of it from here? There we go. Weak fly ball, right field. Don't know why Caba's going back there for that, but I guess he'll make the play. Or that was Padilla. Never mind. Yeah, top 9. Let's go batter by batter from here. Chris Lesnar facing Corey Dollinger. 2-2 count. He goes down swinging. Chris Aquino. 2-2 count. He grounds out to shortstop. That's 2 down. And are we going to go out sad? They bring in the righty Jeff to face Jeff Van Wingarden. I do not think we want a pinch hit for him, so he's going to face Luis Frias. 1-2 count. That's a strikeout. Oh, the bat's going out sad, folks. Maybe not. No, he makes the spectacular catch in right center field. Cintrone ends it, and the Cincinnati Reds have taken out the Los Angeles Angels to win the 2032 World Series, as our bats just do not show up for this series. Not great. That was brutal. Yeah, just a sweep. We get swept in the World Series. And the 88-win Cincinnati Reds win the World Series. I thought it was our year, with how things were going, with how we came back from behind against Boston. We swept the defending World Series champions. It was lining up to be exactly like what it was in. It was lining up to have like just as many storylines as 2027 had, where it was like we beat the defending world champs, we beat the 125-win. Orioles, and this it was like we kicked the ass. We came back from the Red Sox. We kicked the ass of the team that beat us last year. We swept the A's, the defending world champs, who also won the division, and then we just go out sad against this 88-win Reds team. Who, I mean, somehow their pitching held us down. But I mean, this Marte and De La Cruz combo they had was insane. As if we leave this game here. Yeah, Noelvi Marte, series MVP. He was a monster. He kicked our ass this series. Him and Elly both did. Yeah, so kudos to them. The Reds are your World Series champions. They sweep us, and we'll be back next year.